Now I got something to show you, and it's gonna be something momentous. Hello everybody, it's me, the excellent reviewer, aka wrestling's #1 hype man, and let's talk about some major news, and that is this year's G1 Climax, because the official participants have been revealed for one of the biggest tournaments throughout the summer. So without further ado, let's break it down and see exactly who's in this tournament. Now, for those of you who do not know what the G1 Climax is, or don't know what this is concerning New Japan Pro Wrestling, well, see, let me break it down for you, because the G1 Climax is a multiple day and week tournament that takes place around August typically, and the winner of the tournament, who wins the G1 Climax, usually gets a title shot at Wrestle Kingdom in the main event for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So this is a huge opportunity for anyone who wins this tournament. Now, the first person we have in the tournament officially is the Ace of the Universe, our current IWGP Intercontinental Champion, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Now, I personally don't think that Tanahashi's going to win the tournament. I don't, because he is already Intercontinental Champion, but I do see him going as far as going to the finals of the tournament and putting over someone new in this year's G1 Climax. After that, we have Toge Makabe, one half of Great Bash heel, former IWGP Heavyweight Champion, coming back to New Japan Pro Wrestling after an extended hiatus, and it's personally great to see him back in action, and I want to know exactly where he is going to fall in this year's tournament. Now, Big Michael Elgin is another participant in this year's G1 Climax, and he could probably get really far in this tournament, because if you haven't seen him, he's been doing really good for himself with his strength and his wrestling ability. One of his matches with Tetsuya Naito at beginning in Sapporo garnered him 5 stars. So, naturally, Big Mike could actually take the tournament, but I don't think so. But he's going to be someone to look out for it in this tournament. After that, our current IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the Rainmaker, Okada Kazuchika, is going to be in the tournament as well, which also begs the question, what happens if Heavyweight Champion wins the G1 Climax? Does he automatically not defend his title at Wrestle Kingdom? I want to know what that is. If you know what that is, let me know in the comment section below. I greatly want to know what happens after that. Now, Hiroki Goto next is in the tournament, and honestly, he needs this tournament, because since he lost the Never Openweight Championship and has failed to regain it, he sort of really has nothing to do at this moment. So this tournament gives him something, at least something to do while he figures out what to do next. And if you don't know, the Stone Pitbull, Tomohiro Ishii, has also been announced to be in this tournament, and he has proven in the past years that he can go far in tournaments. If you didn't see him in this year's New Japan Cup, he got pretty damn far to the semifinals. So maybe, just maybe, he'll be in the finals for this year's G1 Climax. Everyone's favorite, and I tell you, everyone's favorite, Toru Yano, is also in the tournament. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm not going to say something like this, but I know that Toru Yano is not going to win the tournament. But the one thing that I'm at least looking for in Toru Yano's performance is some damn good comedy wrestling. And I know that I'm going to get it from Toru Yano. The Headhunter, Yoshihashi. Another person in the tournament, good person for Chaos to have, and a good asset. So we'll see how he gets himself in this G1 Climax tournament. And we get to it. The one that you've been waiting for. We get to last year's winner of the G1 Climax, and that is the cleaner, Kenny Omega. And to be honest, he really could do it again. he could win it back-to-back and challenge Okada at the main event of Wrestle Kingdom 12 for Okada Omega 3. And wouldn't that be just a main event juggernaut? I mean, just the thought of that is getting me really hyped. Okada Omega 3, Wrestle Kingdom 12, the main event! It's going to be amazing if Kenny Omega can do it. So by God, Kenny, do it! Do it! Do it for us! Do it for the fans! Win and become the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. The Underboss, Bad Luck Fale, another part of the Bullet Club that is part of the G1 Climax. He's improved so much throughout the years, being and challenging to the main event level when he recently challenged Okada for the Heavyweight Championship. I don't think he's going to win the tournament, but I think it's going to be nice to see how he does in the tournament because he is a dominant force. Bad Luck Fale, Underboss. Tama Tonga, the man who has ring gear like Roman Reigns and the hair of Seth Rollins, is also going to be in this tournament, and he's been an amazing talent, one of my favorites in the Bullet Club, and he's been something to watch over the years, and I'm going to see how exactly he places in this tournament. Now, another member of Bullet Club has been announced in this tournament, and he has basically said this before the tournament had officially announced participants, and that is Cody Rhodes is involved in this year's G1 Climax tournament. Now, he is the grandson of a plumber, one of the best professional wrestlers out there, and he's been in a hot streak right now where he is, being undefeated in singles action. I'm not counting tag team action, but in singles action, he has been undefeated. And now, he wants to be a part of the G1 Climax. Naito Tetsuya, another favorite in this tournament and a former G1 Climax winner. So if he can do it again after losing his IWGP Intercontinental Championship, if he can do it again, let's just say this. He wins the G1 Climax. Okada Omega 3 happens before Wrestle Kingdom and in a different event. Who knows what event it is, but this time, Omega does it, and he captures the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And we have set forth to us Tetsuya Naito, Kenny Omega, main event of Wrestle Kingdom 12, just like that match we saw in last year's G1 Climax. This time for the belt, this time at the main event level. This time, for reals, if New Japan can book it. Because I would be a fan of either Omega Okada 3 or Omega Naito. Old Skull Sonata, part of the 6-man never open weight Tag Team Champions of the World, is in this tournament as well. And honestly, I think that Sonata is a hell of an athlete, and he's impressed me very much with the first match that I ever saw of his. I saw his raw athleticism, and he could very well be the next big star in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Evil, Satoshi Kojima, Yuji Nagata, they're all in the tournament. I really don't have much to say other than the fact that it's great to see Satoshi Kojima and Yuji Nagata in the main event spotlight once again. Now we get to Juice Moonchild Juice Robinson, who has impressed me very much since the first time I saw New Japan Pro Wrestling. I didn't take him seriously at all, because with a name like Juice Robinson, how can you take someone seriously? But in all honesty, he has improved so much since my beginning of watching New Japan Pro Wrestling, and sure, he loses a majority of the matches that he is in, but he is still someone that is to be taken seriously, already competing for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship in his tenure with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So expect great things from Juice Robinson. And our current Never Openweight champion Minoru Suzuki and fellow Suzuki Gun member Zack Sabre Jr. are also in the tournament as well, and this makes me over the moon, ecstatic, and hyped up. Why? Because I love Minoru Suzuki more than anything in this world, and I know he probably won't win the tournament, but he'll give us some memorable matches along with Zack Sabre Jr. in this G1 Climax tournament. And finally, we have a return that New Japan and the world has been waiting for. And no, this is not Tiger Mask W and his return, but this is the return of the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi. Now, for some of you who don't know, he was in the Cruiserweight Classic last year, and he has returned to New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he is set to be a part of this G1 Climax tournament, and you have to believe that he will be making a statement in this tournament, because to have this return that is really big and to see him go as far as the tournament final, now that is saying a message. And I'm saying right now, I'm telling you right now that he is going to make it to the tournament final. Why? Because Kota Ibushi is that damn good. Well, that's been it for this episode of the Excellent Reviewer, and I just ran down the list of the G1 Climax participants and this star-studded event that's going to happen soon in this summer. So do me a favor and let me know what you think about this and the participants of the G1 Climax in the comments section below. And if you want to see more content like this, then you want to make sure you hit that like, that share, and that subscribe button. You're going to want to do all that great stuff. I can't thank you enough. I've been Samuel V, aka the Excellent Reviewer, aka Wrestling's #1 Hype Man, and I will see you all as soon as I can.